Got your tinfoil hats? Okay, good. If you don't, or if you haven't watched the predictions video I put out a while ago, be sure to check that out. The videos I make about Fields of Mistria updates from here on out will be closely following that as a guide, because right now I feel we are so close to that finish line. First off, 3 days after I posted that video, the devs put out a posting for a QA analyst. It's probably filled by now, but they're probably getting to a point in development where they need all hands on deck. So I do think that this update will be the last until the full release. Again, I say this as a total prediction, just for fun, not fact. Let's start with prediction number 1. The third major update will be released in July. The next is that the list is getting significantly shorter. Now that we got the big predictions out of the way, let's dive into the nitty-gritty. We are seeing a bump from 6 to 8 hearts, bringing us to the dating level. But the real question is, how will dating work? Traditionally, we get a cool item in games to confess our undying love and affection to a hot composition of pixels. What will be the Mistrian equivalent? Next question, will other NPCs get jealous? I mean, we see this in Stardew Valley to the extent of what feels like an achievement for a harem reverse harem situation where you date the whole town and then they come at you saying, "You've been two-timing all of us?" Honestly, that's such a cute thing that Concerned Ape did there. But also, since I've been playing more of the My Time series, there are jealousy mechanics. I personally would really like to see this in Fields of Mistria because it adds a nice layer of immersion. We'll now see 8 heart events, but here's the interesting twist I don't think any of us were expecting. There will be 8 heart NPC dialogue for romantic and best friend routes. Best friend routes? Hold on. They are considering the aromantic community here for asexuality, demisexuality. I'm getting ahead of myself again, but let me throw out a wild example here. In Harvestella, technically there was no romance, but there was an opportunity to, I guess, platonically live with a character you were really close to in Endgame. In Fields of Mistria, what if you could reach that and live with another character if you don't want to get married and have a family with them? But the one plot hole I have with this whole idea is that it could be a huge mess for programming and writing, because what if you change your mind and have to evict your best friend for a hot dragon boy? I digress. Another scenario is that there could be best friend heart events if there's characters you choose not to date. That way it's not weird and randomly romantic if, let's say, you like girls and then Hayden tries to shoot his shot with a sugar card. Before we move on from romance, I'm making this video before there's any teasers from the devs, but I think we'll see kissing at the dating level. If you do see a clip after this video is posted on this, please write bingo in the comments. Next up, we'll get 2 additional Saturday market vendors. Y'all, my emo heart is crying out for Stillwell. Yes, justice for our sweet boy Olric, and all the other characters they made hot and undateable. But I have been holding on since the first month, trying my hardest not to drop spoilers or data mine content, except this boy's name. I would crawl under a rock for a few months with Acebright and learn game development to make him romanceable. It's a personal problem. I am sorry. Next on the predictions video, I didn't specify a festival exactly. In a few videos, I've been saying Halloween so many times that at this point, I just think we'll see it in the full release. I think the next update will be a more romantic festival. Again, yeah, I'm referencing data mine content from a few months ago, but I do think it would make sense for this festival to be more of a date focus. Maybe something like New Year's Eve and having a nice dinner party with your partner or best friend. I'm locking that prediction in. The other loose prediction is a beach festival to go with the season and month of July, but I was wrong with Halloween during fall before and a gift festival around December before. So I only think they'd do this if they wanted that extra nail in the coffin for fan service to have an anime beach day festival to quench players' thirst before the final release. Next prediction is the house upgrade. The real questions are the following. Is there an upstairs area, a place for a spouse room, or knocking down this wall creating an inevitably weird entrance room to decorate like Coral Island? I want to place all my tsundere I made from bread on the upstairs area. Bonus if you can move the staircase to your liking like you can with the bridge in the farm expansion. Okay, so here's what my predictions didn't cover for the third update. For Mines and Dungeon, new mine monsters, updated monster variant mechanics, and new unlockable cosmetic drops from monsters. In terms of new monsters, we got this in the first major update with the cute mimics and essence bats. More than anything, I'm just really curious what we'll see here. I think we'll see a max of 2 monsters, and I hope one of them are non-aggro, hit to aggro, or offer benefits like the mimic chests do. For folks who aren't big into combat, I think this would be a nice balance to have in the mines, especially for the grind. I usually just want to grind in peace in the mines and not be disturbed, so I just hope we'll see something cute and useful. Monster variant mechanics is interesting. The first thing that comes to mind is color varieties. The second is maybe an evolved form of essence bats or mimics. If it is an evolved form of a mimic, it would be really cool to see more shiny, precious things like crafting recipes, cosmetics, maybe something exclusive that you can only get from these chests, or getting double the amount of things. For example, maybe it's a silver mimic chest and you feed it 2 items and then you get double. If it's a gold mimic chest, you get triple. That's my only hope or prediction, but I'm always pleasantly surprised by what the devs do either way. Next up is Town, Renown, Skills, and Perks. It's the usual, baby. Let's just fly through these ones, but I have a lot to say about all 4 of these categories as a whole. We're starting off with the Renown level cap getting raised by 5 levels, additional requests added to the request board, additional museum sets and rewards, new town repair quests, 2 unlockable Saturday market vendors, and a new festival. But for skills and perks, we got the skill caps raising from level 45 to level 60, as well as additional tier 4 and 5 skill perks. Listen, I know for folks who like narrative, romance, and customization that these categories are just business talk at this point, but I just want to take a minute to appreciate how far these renown and skill caps, requests, quests, and perks have come over the past year. It really does feel like Fields of Mistria has taken what's working well from its predecessors and making it its own. Might I say a wild prediction, and I don't mean for this to create any controversy. I know everyone here is good, and I haven't once got a "it looks like a Stardew ripoff" in the comments. For that, thank you for being kind and understanding as a community, because ultimately I think it's great to have games where it's like, you can have the cake and eat it too. Some have different flavors or are baked a different way. You can go to Harvest Moon for pure nostalgia and appreciation for how far this genre has come. You can go to Stardew Valley if you want a raw, passionate experience built by one single talented human being that modernized the genre. You can go to Coral Island and be a f***ing mermaid and save the oceans, and have a pillow fight under blankets with your spouse. And you can go to Sandrock to focus on crafting with a nice dose of thoughtful relationship mechanics, including jealousy and holding hands on dates. There's many more, those are just my personal favorites. That said, Fields of Mistria is shaping with each of these types of in-depth mechanics to stand on its own as a 90s anime-inspired sim with magic. And as early access players, it's really cool to watch it walk and run to the finish line. I just wanted to say with Renown, Town, Skills, and Perks, I can't wait until the full release and the years to come after it. I foresee a lot more 100-day challenges, playthroughs to reach 100% perfection, speedruns, or chaotic modded playthroughs. I just feel like the increases we see in every update put this game a step closer to permanently standing beside each of those beloved titles with a high replayability factor. Moving on to the last 2 categories, customization, cosmetics, and miscellaneous. We'll get an additional home upgrade, additional player cosmetics, additional furniture and decor, addition of larger storage chests, updates to storage chest UI, greenhouses, and more. Y'all, I struggled with the chests in the beginning, and I want to throw out the most overpowered and unrealistic hope I have for this game in terms of storage. Remember this clip of the time I went into a parallel timeline and destroyed my entire farm? It's a very small clip from the second major update. Okay, so what's annoying is that all the items within that chest fall out, and you could be living like a hoarder for a while in terms of bag space if you ever want to redecorate your farm. It would be super cool if you could pick up a chest and move all of its contents, or something like an auto sort feature to easily organize items within all of your chests. That's it. That's all I want. Greenhouses are cool, as well as decorating and customization stuff, but I really, more than anything, just want to see more tops and bottoms. I'm okay with all the hair and hats we got. Shoes are pretty flexible since they're 20 pixels max, but for the outfits we have, it's already a feature I can get lost in and peacefully set so many different outfits for probably a few hours and call it a good day. If we could do more though, I don't know about you guys, but I'd be so happy. Okay, so lots of nerd rants and rabbit holes that I went down. I just have so much love for this game, and every single time the updates drop, even if I'm taking a break from Fields of Mistria and tell myself I'll wait for the full release, it's impossible to do so. I have been standing outside March's house for almost a year now, and it's time to watch this tsundere melt. Anyways, with tinfoil hat still on, feel free to drop any or all predictions in the comments below. Just note that if there is something you want to see in the game, there's a feedback forum to the devs that I'll link in the description of this video. And if you want to check out more Fields of Mistria content and other games I have so much love for, feel free to check out this playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.